I don't know if Arendis is happy or annoyed in that.
You guys are a little slow on the pickup there. Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Push to Talk. And I expected the usual background chitter chatter from the team, and they were unusually quiet. I don't know if they're like pulling my chain, but something's going. I want to start the day off. Farrakua, thank you for the follow. Hey Teodorin, how you doing? We've been missing all of you guys. Screaming PCs out there, a bunch of people, the Z-Bug. Hey, can you get Villy and Piggle on and ask why they are doing nothing but taking credit for other people's work? And then Gabriel sent us a piece.
Isn't that obvious normally?
Hold it. Who thinks we're muted? McLeod's not muted. Oh, you know what, McLeod? You're not. You're not. We're not getting you in Discord. What's the deal, man?
Yeah, McLeod has broken something. Apparently,
he broke everything. McLeod. But doesn't he look good, guys? He's like, he's sporting the flat beak. The whole deal's going on. He loves it. I'm not going to make fun of his hat this week. Discord hates him. Maybe. I'm a little. I got to share. I'm a little envious of McLeod with all of you. Okay, because he can get that perfect beard. I can't do that anymore. I'm too old. So, while we're letting McLeod fix his sound issues, we also have Dirk with us today and Barghost. So, they'll pop up.
I don't know if it's pop up or if we're gonna be most of the people talking.
Just chat some utter shit as usual.
The real Mr. Roboto is telling McLeod to fuck his sound. Okay.
That is some solid advice.
That is
really
technical too. Very technical advice on how to
fantastic
work with your.
I don't think I've ever heard better advice.
Audio is off sync on me. That's strange. Because I'm the one person who shouldn't be off sync, right?
Well, is it a push to talk stream without some technical difficulties?
It is, but these ones wouldn't be ours because there's no timing thing that we're doing. It's really there might be something going on in Ashburn out there with Twitch. That would be the only thing that would be out syncing us because we should be good. Maybe it's just my accent. Oh, I have an accent. What kind of accent do I have?
Generic American.
Generic American, eh?
I wasn't going to say it.
You can.
I mean, the fact that you added an A there kind of... Are you trying to lean more towards the Canadian then?
Midwest, eh? They talk like Canadians, some of them. I've been told I have the Midwest accent, but I've never... Well, I did live in the Midwest for about, 4 years. Found a wife, brought her home. So yeah. Where's the blonde god?
There are multiple stories about how in various tribal cultures you would have to go out and steal your wife.
I have heard
that's basically what I just heard from Eric there.
McLeod has fixed himself.
He did?
Thank God.
I have indeed.
This is when it doesn't work on stream.
Well,
If Eric can hear me and everyone can hear you guys, then it'll be
I can hear you. You sound great.
Yeah. Just
so I left my keys in my Titan.
No,
That's good.
I have a
I
feeling
like that. I
that's...
like that from
yeah.
Zobozo.
Was it perchance a Leviathan?
Any clues? Yeah, we sold it. So welcome everybody. We have 155 folks. There must be big things going on. So I was telling I think Barghost and Dark earlier. I don't know if you're here, McLeod. Very exciting day for me because I'm just gonna log out and sit there and just go play Eve all day. I might do it all.
It's good when
I
you
might
get the
do it
opportunity to do that.
all night into Sunday. I might sit there and go. I might pick up the phone, do a little text to the wife. Hey, honey, can you bring me some dinner here? I'm playing Eve. That's like the greatest thing.
If you're going to be doing it in the evening, then definitely get on to Karma Fleet's what is it? Sunday Night Swarm. Saturday Night Swarm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who is
Mind one.
Morkfang referring to by any chance?
By the way, very exciting for me here. 54 months. I popped it up there.
Ooh.
Yes, I've now been
that's
subbed to this station more months than I am years old. So
That's a fair point. Apparently, I have gone and hit a year subscribed to this bullshit.
I'm probably about 2. Let's see.
So I'm gonna.
That's an interesting amount of money to subscribe to this crap, but
Yeah, I actually pay for my sub for this one. I pay for the sub to the channel that we stream on. I like it. Well, it's just a thing, right? So I want to go down the list. Screaming PC, 5 months they've subbed here with Twitch Prime, so thank you. And then we've got Morkfang, 25 months subscription. He's celebrating the lack of Annoying Guy. I don't know who Annoying Guy is, but
I have a feeling he means Kale. I don't know.
and then there's my
Hey,
tier
hey.
1 sub for 54 months. So the tier 1 sub is the one you pay for. Oh,
Yeah, I can be annoying too.
PG Eve. McLeod is in
you
sync,
can be. This is very true.
and Eric's video is behind your audio bot 500 milliseconds. I'm very sorry. I don't know why.
Mine or
I think mine is behind. You're perfect.
You sound so sorry there, Eric. Like, really, just so sincere.
Well, the funny thing is, right, McLeod's coming over Skype, direct NIDI or whatever the hell that thing is. And then I'm here, local, and I'm the one transmitting, and I'm the one lagging. That's the funny thing.
it's the weirdest thing, dude.
Who's going to interrupt people mid-flow? We promise Nat3S that at some point, one of us will interrupt the others at least once for you. So you don't.
That's just
you
a
don't-
guarantee.
You don't feel bad.
Wait, we haven't done that already?
We got
I'm
it.
pretty sure we have, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh god, an angry German.
Oh, Angry Germans. I love them. Turbo Man, also follow. Thank you. Yeah, Nat3, he appreciates it. So, Sloth, how you doing, brother? Blowing things up?
Stop.
He's so angry that his voice is broken and he
Speechless.
can't speak anymore.
Speechless.
I got a cold and had a tooth pulled out yesterday.
Ugh. That's terrible.
Don't worry, guys. In a few days' time, he'll be right as rain and shouting at everybody.
Right as rain. You know what? Who's the... Right as rain. Whenever anybody says that, that reminds me. I can't remember if it's the movie Red or Red 2. And I forget the actress who says that. Oh, they'll be right as rain.
Would that be Helen Mirren's
Yes.
character?
I think
Yes.
so, yeah.
Yes. I love that. Did you guys ever watch those two movies?
Yeah, I've watched
Red
them
and
a
Red
couple of
too,
times.
yeah.
What do you mean,
They're
unfortunately?
pretty decent.
I've watched them the wrong way round.
This does not surprise me about you.
Mr. Diggs, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, he does.
Thank you for the tier
He
1
does come
sub,
from the West
Mr.
Country.
Diggs. I love when the
up,
Russian
out.
spy who's in love with the Helen Mirren character goes, when she shot me to assassinate me, she shot me just to the side of my chest, missed my heart, And she goes, "That's when I knew that she loved me," or something like that. And the person he's telling to is like looking at him like, "Are you freaking nuts? She shot you like 3 times, right?" He goes, "Yeah, but she could have shot me in the head and actually killed me, you know." I don't know. I just think that's funny. It's a good movie. Oh, by the way, so we have to start by talking about some food, right? So today, my dad used to tell me about this donut place somewhere near the city, right? And then this other place is ordering them into our area from that donut company. So I went to, they have like the safe pickup, right? The touchless pickup or whatever. So we drove over there to get some donuts, and these cinnamon rolls, if you guys ever seen cinnamon rolls, they might be the greatest cinnamon rolls I've ever had in my life. They were this big, and they're about that thick. They were yummy.
Nice.
You know,
That sounds like an excess of cinnamon.
that it was more of, you know, there's just all kind of good. I mean, clearly these had a lot of butter, a lot of cinnamon roll stuff. They didn't have too much cinnamon. They had enough, perfect amount of glaze. They were screaming PC. They were gooey where they needed to be gooey and crunchy where they needed to be crunchy, and just kind of soft where they. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna talk about. They might have been better. So, this is big. You know what? I might just like black out when you guys start talking about something, and I'll go get one and bring it in here. We'll actually see how big one is. Because they're.
I think, to your point, Dirk, I don't think in American cooking there is such a thing as, you know, too much cinnamon.
Yeah.
Or sugar or any. I mean, yeah. What is it? Like, is it true in Europe? You guys like when you order drinks, they're in smaller glasses, maybe other than beer, perhaps. Like if you order like a soda, like a Coke or a Pepsi or something.
Yeah, you'll get like pints and half pints generally as your glasses, and the standard would normally be a half pint if you order a soft drink of some description.
Yeah, generally they're in.
You see, this is the difference, Derek. You know, you and McLeod mock me for where I live in the UK, but for us the standard is a whole pint. We don't get scammed.
We're talking about soft drinks,
Well,
not beers.
I mean, yeah, that depends on how much head you have on the beer, but I mean, your standard soft drink is just a pint?
Yeah, you have to specifically ask for the half.
That explains a lot.
Like
It really does.
Like in the U.S., like I'll hold this glass up. Let's see if I can get there. So that's like, you know, the typical red Solo cup. Like if you go in a restaurant, like 2 of these tall is kind of the soft drink thing. It's crazy.
That also explains a lot.
It does. It does. My we were on vacation last week. We had a good time. I worked the entire week while the family went out and played by the beach in the pool. So it was a working vacation for Eric, since I can work remotely anywhere. Are the drinks much sweeter in the U.S., Cooney? Why would a Coke be sweeter here than where you guys are?
But they are.
Really?
Because you have a weird, like, almost symbiotic relationship with sugar.
Yeah.
Well, it's really high fructose corn syrup, but
It's because your food standards are fucked.
The corn syrup isn't allowed in Europe.
thank God. So we get
Yeah, we have certain food standards that basically prohibit certain things from happening that you guys are completely fine with.
Not to wave a political flag here at all, but are we all looking forward to the introduction of high fructose
Chlorinated
corn
chicken?
syrup and chlorinated chicken into the UK soon?
no.
No.
Oh God.
Shut up.
What do we just get here? I don't know. Hype train.
I can't wait
I
for
don't
the
know.
100% beef burger company to create a 100% beef burger company in the UK so they can claim it's 100% beef.
Yes.
So high fructose corn syrup is terrible. I do not generally drink soda like Cokes or anything, but if I drink one, it's going to be a Coke or a Cherokee Red or ginger ale. But the best stuff comes from Mexico, guys, in the U.S. because you can get the Coke actually made with real sugar rather than the high fructose corn syrup, and it's so much better. So, yeah, we're not, usually it's, like a bottle of like San Pellegrino. That's kind of what if I'm going to drink something bubbly, that's kind of it.
I got something that might offend you, Aaron. Sorry, you go first.
It's really hard to offend me, actually.
I really want to say something. San Pellegrino is apparently a really good drink for, as a cure of a cure for hangovers.
It's water.
It's not just water.
I don't know. I don't know what's in it. I just drink it.
I
know that it has zero calories. 0 calories. So offend me.
I mean, I know it's liquid, but not everything liquid is water.
Sparkling natural mineral water.
Okay, it's a slightly different thing than over here than it is there.
Yeah. But I'm just going to say, everyone knows that the best solution to a hangover of any sort is just a pint of Iron Brew.
But
yeah, I mean the Scots have definitely sorted that one out.
Oh, wait, hold on, McLeod, Dirk, we're British. We're not allowed to claim that the Scots are good for that. It's a British thing.
Eric,
yes.
If you're getting a soft drink from Mexico, why aren't you actually getting Mexican lemonade?
I have not found Mexican lemonade.
The brand is called Paloma.
Paloma.
Yeah, and it's really good.
So anyway, I need to offend Eric.
All right, offend me.
Eric.
Shoot.
Welcome
to the
American burgers.
Eric.
American mass-produced burgers are, and steaks are absolutely king vile. I don't know how you can all stand them.
What mass-produced burgers? Give me an example. What's a
Basically, mass-produced beef. Just your standard.
So, like
off-the-shelf, not fast food screaming PC, more.
Like you get a box of
you can buy in a retail store.
So a big box of pre-shaped frozen beef patties.
Frozen or chilled, right? Or the steaks of the same kind, not already made in McDonald's or anything like that. Just from a retail store, not from a butcher.
Steaks? You're talking about steakum?
Steaks and burgers.
Yeah.
Just generally.
So I don't.
Just the beef, right?
I would never buy frozen one. I don't even like. What do they call it? There's like a really big frozen steak and burger place that's like high end. I forget what it's called. I don't even like those. No, I mean and you're probably right. I mean, I know that they have ground meat in like tubes, of plastic, like almost like sausage tubes, right? Things like that you can buy and frozen things frozen patties in a box. But that's not what we do. And I don't know too many people who do that unless it's just for like a really big party or something. We tend to go out to the butcher and actually pick the meat and do it. I mean, we have grocery stores here
fair, right?
where you can get like the 28-day aged beef and stuff.
That's fair, but I mean, a lot of what gets at least exported, like when I went to Iceland for FanFest a couple of years ago, is the stuff that's I don't know how to explain it. Treated with the steroids, the hormones, and inflated with water. Right?
Yes, the non-grass-fed beef.
That stuff is vile.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know how people can eat it.
So just for clarification,
not even a thing here in the UK.
Yeah. So just for clarification, Eric, you don't go and buy the majority of groceries from food and stuffs.
So,
right?
Full disclosure, my sister married a guy that retired. His family retired from Bear. Her father-in-law was fairly high up in Bear. He retired, bought a farm out here, and he raises cattle, grass-fed, antibiotic-free, And when we want beef, we go out and buy a side of beef and split it all up, or a whole cow and split it all up. So we don't eat that beef, and yeah, because we pretty much agree with you and think it's pretty vile. So we kind of cheat.
Okay.
We cheat a little in our house because we're lucky we can't do that. But a lot of Americans do that, as a matter of fact.
Is that why it just ends up exported all the time?
Maybe. No, there's
Probably.
a tremendous amount of Americans who eat exactly what you're talking about, and get that. When we go to the grocery store, there's a lot of different types of meat that we can go grab, right? I mean, you can get I assume they do it in Europe, but we can get meats with varying fat content. So,
yeah, we can.
yeah, we can. Yeah, you get the 80% versus the 97% lean, which is where my wife lives if she ever gets it at the grocery store.
70/30s, yeah.
And we don't. 70/30. That's high.
The most I've ever seen where I work is 20. Generally, we have 5, we have 12, we have 20% fat.
Hold it, I got to bring up something that Donald Sprunk is doing to kind of change that. Worcestershire sauce. I once saw Worcestershire sauce.
Worcester sauce.
Yeah. I once saw a little documentary on how that originated and where it came from and all that stuff. I mean, that stuff is freaking vile if you think about how it's made, but it's so good.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing with everything fermented.
I know. But, isn't there, sardines and stuff, weird shit in there? If I remember you serving me. I don't care. I don't care. It's good. I love Worcestershire sauce. It makes all meat yummy. As does butter. You put butter on your steaks, boys?
Butter?
Not
really, no.
Really?
Generally, I'll do my steaks in just a standard black pepper salt mix.
Oh no! When you're done and they're seared off and they're just sitting, right? You've just cooked them. Put a little pat of butter on it and let it run all over a steak. I'm telling you.
Don't use simple butter. You use a herb butter.
Mm-hmm. You can if you like. Yes.
I mean, herb butters I could see, but just ordinary butter? No,
ordinary butter was
thank
number
you.
2. The other little trick.
I've had.
Save some of the grease after you've made bacon. And if you're making a tossed salad, pour a little bit of the bacon grease in the tossed salad. Be the best salad you've ever had. Hey, Scandicool, thank you. 9 months, resub. Fantastic.
I mean, I've told you before how we eat kale in Germany, right?
Yeah. Kale.
There's more meat in there than kale, so...
Oh, God.
I was surprised to find that the Olive Garden, if you guys have Olive Garden, their Tuscan potato sausage soup or whatever it is, has kale in it. Everybody always thought it was spinach, but it's kale.
Kale can be pretty good, but you need something to give it more taste, like meat.
Yes, or sausage, potatoes, cream. So, have we exhausted the food segment? Are we going to talk about the war now?
Never.
Hold it. The bigger question is there a war?
I don't think Goog's been really been feeling it that much.
I think at this point we can call it a conflict of some proportions.
No, I'm going with the name I heard back then, right?
It
is the most one-sided Mexican standoff that has ever existed.
Is it more like a test police action?
Well, not really.
No.
They'd have to actually be capable of policing something for it to be a test police action.
Oh, look, see this. There, Gauntlet down. There it is. He threw it down. Dirk did. There we go. Good thing that was an empty cup.
Sorry, what? I completely missed that joke.
Throwing down the gauntlet, I only had a red Solo cup, so I threw it down for you because you were they're completely inept. Boom. There it is. The gauntlet's down.
Whoa. I did not say completely inept.
Well,
now, I may have implied that they can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag, but I didn't say completely inept.
All right, I'll let you slide. Let me pick the cup back up. Hold on.
We all knew what you meant, though, Dirk, let's be frank.
I mean, let's look at all the campaigns led by pigols in history. And let's count how many of them were actually successful.
And
Oh,
yes,
it's gonna be
okay. Other Dirk, not Dirk 1 or Dirk 2, DE Arcade in chat does go, to be fair, in it are having a war with PandaFam. Yeah, because PandaFam are actually competent.
Panda fam.
Like,
I'll
yeah.
I'll also have you know that like it is known to us that Test all have like jump clones in Hop Hip Station, so it's not just PandaFam.
All they do is win.
It is PandaFam plus Legacy.
Oh,
when they feel like it. Yeah.
I mean, who's carrying most of the effort, though? Right.
As always, the people carrying most of the effort in this campaign, as with any other campaign that Legacy or Test or, whichever fucking iteration of their coalition they're on, goes into a war in concert with PanFam. PanFam always picks up the slack. And then Test, has their war, they win, whatever. Test gets close to PanFam. PanFam get bored. PanFam go, hi, yeah, no, we don't like you anymore just because we need something to do. So we're going to reset you and come beat you now.
I wish
I'm
I'd
just waiting for that
screenshotted
to
it the
happen
other day.
again.
Dirk, it's going to happen. I should have screenshotted it the other day, but there was a conversation going in another stream's Discord, right? And basically it was Killer or someone else just turned around and went, I don't know why people are thinking there's going to be a nip with Test after this war.
Yeah,
what do people expect is going to happen?
Hold it, you don't really...
It
really is
literally
kind of
come from
funny.
his mouth.
What do you mean, Test SRP wallet isn't already dried up? Didn't I read Mittens sent a few shekels of Plex over to somebody because...
To some of the Caesar stuff, yeah.
So Test did this thing. I think was this the first week of the war, where basically the second, where they basically took a look at all of their different pilots and figured out some people who were doing really heroic stuff. G-Sol stuff, really focusing on the Entosis attacks, whatever. And they handed out 250 Plex per character to I don't know, was it a dozen? Was it a few more than a dozen? Yeah.
I don't know exact numbers, but it was about 10 to 15.
Yeah, it wasn't huge
I have
amounts.
more Plex than that.
And so basically, we saw this, and Mittens took a look at this, and was basically only half a Plex?
Yeah, it's like you can't even use that to get time on your account. You have to have 500 Plex in order to actually get time on your account.
What are they supposed to do with that? Just buy
exactly.
some meaningless skins. So Mittens went, okay, you know what?
We're
gonna look at these guys and give them a full Plex.
It's kind of like going, sort of you work for a car company and you've been toiling and toiling hard to sort of to do your work and all that kind of thing, and your boss decides he's gonna give you guys a bunch of bonuses. Instead of monetary bonuses, he's gonna give you a car, but he doesn't have enough cars to go around.
So instead of
what he decides to do, he decides to literally cut a car in half and deliver it to you on your and it's I can't do anything with that. It's literally just I can't do anything with that.
That's honestly not where I thought you were going with that metaphor. I thought you were going to refer to it as you can have a car, but no, you're going to have to. All we'll do is we'll give you it on 0% finance.
0% finance. I love. Half a car at 0% finance.
You still have to buy it, but it's not going to cost you more than the actual ticket price.
You mean one woman who was promised a Toyota as a bonus, and her boss actually handed her a toy Yoda. She sued and she won.
That does not surprise me.
I don't know. I'm trying to sit there going.
You see, in this case, it's basically the same. But Matani come in and help.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there going. So number one, Okay, so you guys are telling me something I didn't know because I kind of peripherally read. I think that came up when I was on vacation, right? And I'm like reading Imperium News. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I mean, hey, Alex did that. That's cool, right? And I'm like, I thought it was like maybe 100 people, right? That he gave it to. When I am sitting here going, it's 10. And I'm sitting here going, I'm counting on my fingers here. I'm like, okay, 200, 300, I think on one of my characters, I have more plex than that to give them all 500 plex.
Yes.
And I'm sitting around, just me.
But guys, they can buy skins with them.
Yeah.
But you're talking about...
McLeod and Dirk will get this right. But it's basically exactly what Bex has said in chat.
But I'm just sitting there going, I mean, when I find it's only 10, I'm like,
literally is
how
it.
freaking cheap is the alliance? I mean, geez, it's like an insult. That's really bad. I mean, I thought it was, okay, yeah, we're just being, we're just kind of showing them up because we have, a lot of ISK and Plex, right? And we buy really well and we get it really cheap. And they were giving it to a whole bunch of people. But when I hear it's 10, I'm just sitting there going, my God, Billy, what were you thinking?
I mean, what is that? 5,000 plex. How much does that come out to? 20 bill?
About
Sorry, that's pocket change. It's literally pocket change.
Cheese and carrots. I'm looking at Victorious Bee. I'm back on food. Cheese and... Who eats cheese and carrots? Is that like a thing somewhere?
That's a bit of a weird combination to have at once.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see like a cheese and chive sauce, maybe?
I mean, maybe
like
you want to do...
cheese and chive dip, but...
If you're craving cheese and carrots, maybe you should do a pregnancy test, just saying.
I just if my wife goes, hey, let's go to Taco Bell, I want a 7-layer burrito, I'm like, are you pregnant again? That was her thing. I don't know.
A 7-layer burrito.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dirk, in chat, for beating me to it. Thank you for beating me to it, because yes, we're not going to whine about what we're paid by our alliance, because we got paid well.
Our alliance is
I don't do anything, but
I know no more 7 layers are going to be there.
Some people around here get paid.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't worry about it. I'm just excited I get to play the game today. Apple Pear will yell at me. Hey, have you finished the 5 tasks I gave you to do? No. But I will. But I want to play.
I mean...
Oh god, I forget. We're in the same corp now, Eric.
Yeah, we know we are.
How are you finding it?
I haven't played. I like it, though. I mean, I think it's awesome. And I think the guys really enjoy being... our old guys enjoy being with your guys. I think it's a very positive...
I wouldn't call them my guys because they're Apple's guys.
Well, they're kind of like our guys.
Just joining myself.
Yeah, I know. They're kind of like our guys, though.
Yeah.
It's... Let's put it this way. Everything I see all the chats and everything. I think it's a really great group, nice group of people, very cool. So, that's super nice.
Yeah, I think we mentioned this last time we were here, which, as we pointed out earlier, was a while back. But yeah, the Hogyoku guys are just generally really quite chill.
Yeah.
Well, except me.
Well, yes, but you don't know the definition of the word. You don't know the meaning of the word chill.
I mean, he also seems to have a rivalry with Apple because of that water.
I have to wonder how you actually had a tooth pulled if you weren't chill. Like, did they just knock you out entirely?
Let's just say they injected painkillers directly into the root. Yeah, it was not pleasant.
Yeah, you'll feel a little pinch. Oh, are you shoving a 2x4 into my mouth? Ugh.
Yeah, not good.
No, I mean it directly into the root. Like, the dentist was like, yeah, this is not going to be pleasant. And when they say that, you know it's true.
This is when you feel the needle actually jam against it first, right?
I mean, in fairness, I would probably rather them be all upfront about it and be like, yeah, this isn't going to be pleasant, rather than be all, yeah, okay, so slight pinch, and then, you know, little bit of pain, and then we'll be fine. No, never. But
I have to find a
then,
new
like,
dentist. Shan.
I have a weird thing with dental anesthesia anyway. Like, when they inject it, and you know how it's supposed to just numb your face. Yeah, I've never had that.
I have my dentist just retired. I've known him forever. I used to actually watch his daughters when when his wife and him would go out. They were good friends of ours, and he would do I'm going to give you the first shot for all the superficial stuff I'm going to do to you. So he'd give you like one shot, and then he'd let that numb up your mouth, and then when he had to give you the big shot that went in deep that was going to kill you, like you got Soth, he'd give you the first shot, numbed all that for you, and then he gave you the big shot.
The problem is that he did that with me too. It doesn't help with the root.
Wow.
Because like it goes directly into the nerve.
Yeah, that's a big yikes. No, thank you.
Terrific
So,
life.
Eric, would you like to explain to Parv in chat why your corp left Goonswarm?
My corp didn't leave Goomswarm.
He's under the impression, I think, that it did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no, I would. Number one, if I decided as a corp to leave Goonswarm, there would be a quick conversation, with Alex to be very amicable about it. But that's not what we did. We merged with Huguku, and because I am just too busy with all the work that I'm doing to manage a corp, and they were a pretty cool guy, and Apple Pear reached out to me, and we did a merge with them. So, no, I had no intention of. We were actually part of Exe, when they were in Cloud Ring.
Executive Outcomes, right?
Executive Outcomes. And then when part of Exe decided to leave Goons after the last Great War, we were the part of Exe that split off and stayed with Goons. Because, and not because, like, any particular, love for Goons, right? It was just because, like, the concept of Goons, let me put it that way. I have found that everything I was told in my first life prior to joining Executive Outcomes was completely false about Goons. Okay? And when I came here...
No, I'm sorry. I don't think we can allow you to say that. Obviously, Goons are the worst people in the world and deserve to just die in a hole somewhere. True. Like,
this is awful.
I mean,
self-insulating.
I mean, have you heard?
That's how we keep the riffraff out. Okay, we tell them that. Okay?
I don't know whether you've heard about this, Eric, but like I was told this one time on on Twitter. Okay. Sorry, not on Twitter. On Twitch by this guy. I think he was called PGL or something. That like Goons were like literally the worst thing for the game.
Yeah.
We are just utter cancer, The only way to deal with Goons is to cut them out.
I was found.
Is that why major old names are joining our side, Dirk? By any chance, as though they have a completely different opinion and feel that we are the better option for the game.
I just want to point out that I came back from having a Pooth Told yesterday, and I'm known as...
Told.
Fuck you. And I'm known as an angry German, and then I had a really nice conversation with Graf Tauken. So,
oh god, it's the angry American and the angry German in a room.
Yes.
And neither
of
them
had a civil
angry,
conversation.
Apparently.
They had a civil conversation.
I don't know. I just think I have found some of the nicest people, the nicest and the least drama-ridden people in Goonswarm in all of gaming. Mac, when we played every other game we've played together outside of Eve, it's like cancer. Some of those personalities, and in here, it's just really nice. So you're
It's like you're playing with civilized human beings.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, the rules that are made to live in Delve and live among goons aren't about individual people. It's about living together, and you have rules so that you can all get along, right? And there are not that many rules.
Okay, suddenly I'm very glad that Caleb isn't here, because if Caleb were here, we'd have suddenly had a really long and meandering tangent on social contract theory.
It's just that.
So, if you're watching, Caleb, thanks for not exposing us to that today.
You know, part of me is sad that Caleb isn't here.
No.
Because me and him were so wanting to go for our victory lap.
You haven't been interrupted 15 times. I don't dislike Caleb either.
I mean, there is that.
I mean, seriously, I like everybody. So I'm going to go back real quick, do a little housekeeping, guys. Candor Cool, 9 months, if I missed him. We did have another follow that I'm trying to find somewhere. And we had TJ Wyo just here for 14 months with Twitch Prime. So we had a follow that I missed. And it popped up, and I'm not sure why I can't see it in chat. So whoever followed, and I missed you, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's our housekeeping.
It's why I oughta.
Well, yeah.
He was followed. He followed.
Oh, but he also subscribed then too. He has a 14-month subscription.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
So I mean, that's it. So we got a war going on. We got a little chaos in Eve. Goons are losing the war. We're gonna fail Cascade. When's the Goon failed Cascade targeted for? Is that next week or was that last
week? 1st of August.
1st of August.
I don't remember which date we agreed on at the barbecue.
I thought it was Christmas.
I mean, maybe.
No, because we have to fail Cascade soon enough that we can put ourselves back together and be back in VFK by Christmas.
Ah, okay.
And Init apparently have to betray us in Fountain, don't forget that.
Oh yeah, Init have to just like...
I gotta mute myself.
Throw their arms up and kind of run away, basically.
That requires you to mute yourself. There you go.
Because yeah, haven't you heard as well that Init are just like... Init are so unhappy with us, and they're just gonna... run
screaming. Yeah, well, we just hate the fact that you never come and help us in fleet in like operations up in Fountain ever. Like, I mean, I've never seen Asher in fleets up there. I've never seen any sacrileges or any kind of munins from goons anywhere at any point up in Fountain. Like, like we had to drop a Keepstar ourselves in Whitehack too, and you guys forced us to give it to you just so we could, be moving there and stuff. So, like, I mean, we're at our wits' end.
I mean, it's even simpler than that. They are in it to win it, and when they are winning it, are they really in it?
I mean, I will admit, right, it's really funny because there was a certain person in a certain other Discord that I was in talking to the other day. His name is Rich. He is really annoying, right? McLeod knows this. And I think you were there that day, McLeod. God damn it, I remember this now. Where he was trying to tell us.
I may have been there from a sort of like a being in Discord kind of thing, but like I may not have been there mentally. Anyway, sorry.
We won't hold you being there mentally against you.
He was there trying to like tell me that we weren't supporting Init in a fleet up in Fountain at that very moment. And one of the guys from XIX was in chat. Not XIX. Jesus Christ, Fire. I can't remember. He was the Razor guy, right? And we were there talking, and he was being very civil about it, and we were having a laugh. And he was literally streaming a goon fleet fighting an objective in Fountain whilst Rich was trying to claim there was no goon fleet there. Yeah. And Rich was watching this stream as well.
Yeah, this sounds like a Absolutely, I believe everything that this guy has to say. He
Yeah.
really is dialed in to the various political machinations.
Like you know those types of people who are like, I've discovered the internet, and like their first port of call is like Facebook.
Yeah,
In this day and age, like that's how I kind of feel that some of these like fucking mouth breathers are. Like they're literally like the fucking normies of the internet.
Yeah. The thing is, I'll give Rich credit. He has openly admitted he knows that what he's saying is bullshit. He's saying it to wind people up. But on the other hand, there are people that genuinely believe this shit.
Yeah, and most of them
They
are the other
genuinely
side.
have the cognitive dissonance to say we're not supporting in it, whilst looking at a fleet of goons supporting in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's completely it's ridiculous. It's like the thing is, you only need the basic level of like, oh, I think I'll go investigate the facts of this, and go for you to go, oh, it's what he's saying is complete bullshit, But that's why that's why I kind of made the comparison between fucking normies on the internet, like in 2020, compared to fucking OG fucking nerds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're the same kind of group that would look at fucking bullshit propaganda on Facebook and go, oh, this is 100% legit and real, yeah, fucking Jesus.
Sorry, did I get you worked up there, McLeod?
Not really, but like it's more along the lines of me just like face palming about just general fucking idiots in the world.
Yeah.
Let alone not and the fact that like, oh yeah, we have our own parallels in Eve, it seems.
Absolutely. I mean, oh my god, I was about to use the words "a major coalition died this week," and I went, "But they were never a major coalition."
Oh, I don't know about that.
Which one was this? Oh, Providence.
Yes, probably.
Providence.
Oh yeah, Providence.
Proviblock.
Didn't we?
First things first. Proviblock isn't
Didn't
dead.
we get a few
Like,
corpses
I
out
mean,
of
they
it?
are, Dirk.
There's some
Provi is
groups
dead.
there's some groups in Provi that are apparently, from what I've been hearing, planning to
Yes.
stay in Provi and continue having fun. Sure, CVA are leaving, and CVA have been the backbone of Proviblock since before the dawn of time.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that the coalition is dead.
The coalition is dead.
Um,
So I'll explain, Dirk. Severance are joining Legacy.
yeah, I know
Cat Factor
about
are
that. That's
dead.
gonna be...
Coalition Hispania are doing whatever shit they're doing. CVA is leaving and just basically announced they're not even looking that direction for the next 12 months. The remaining ones are what? TMOC, APOC, and Total Eclipse.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who have basically left Proviblock and have formed their own one called Red Alert.
Well, are they still in Providence? If they're still in Providence, then they're basically Proviblock.
They're
No,
I mean, sure, they have said they might come back, but they're evacing to LoSec at the moment.
as for what will happen with the Provi space, who will take over? That's a good question. Like, it's not as if Provi was ever really prime recognized space to begin with.
It got better after the moon changes. But it was
It's like
still
the guy in Monty
not
Python.
great.
It got better.
Yeah. He turned me into a new.
Better.
I got better.
I forgot what my entire original point was now. We've just
We destroyed it.
just diverted it on.
Such is the way on this show.
So
I mean, does that count as does that count as interrupting him?
probably, yeah. We had to do it once, something,
I mean, end of the day, it's all fun. But yeah, I don't know. Would you call them a major coalition, Dirk?
No.
I want to, from the sense of how long they've lived, right?
It's Provi. They've never really been a major anything.
Not major in a force for anything.
Yeah,
but
I'm sorry, Provi, but
in the
you've
terms
never
of
really
the
been
mark
a
they've
major
left on the
anything.
game.
Oh, definitely. In that sense, there's a lot of history, but yeah, Provi have never really been a major anything. If anything, they were every other block's major punching bag.
Yes. I mean, there is a nice screenshot of Villy pretty much admitting that as well. Agreeing with Rocket X that it might be worth giving them a nip because they both enjoy their content.
Yeah, AK in Twitch chat has it right. That not really major, just old and part of the furniture.
Old and part of the furniture.
So like the Russian block.
When the Russian block
Wasn't
was still
Severance looking
relevant.
at joining us or something?
Didn't they
Probably
join
looking at
Test
everyone.
in the past?
No. They joined Legacy now. It was half of Provi left in late 2017 and joined Legacy, which was when I moved, and then I moved from there to Bastion. And then to turn back to a topic earlier, yeah, that's when I then joined Goons after I left Bastion, and oh wait, everything I'd been told wasn't actually true about how shit the place was.
I've got a, we're not going to say the word, but is your company's, like, sending you guys, you know, masks? Even if you work from home?
Yeah.
If I can get them out of the store manager's office, sure.
If your store manager's office is, like, you have issues getting in there?
It's locked.
It's locked.
Oh, that's a fair issue.
You could go down to B&Q and then it won't be locked for long.
I mean, that's true. I probably also wouldn't have a job for long.
Well, if they're not providing you with the PPE, then you have a right to, you know, find a way to provide your own PPE.
I got this one. Okay, well, let's see there, right? This one. It's
actually,
a fashion mask. And when you open it, it's hermetically sealed, and then you can reseal it. It's like a little Ziploc. You put it back in the bag.
Oh, wonderful! So it's hermetically sealed right up until the point you open it the first time, and then once you put it back in, you've just got a greenhouse for any germs.
There you go. There you go. But you can put it right back in here. It's got its own little Ziploc in it, and it is a fashion mask. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
By the way, it's hermetically sealed, but there's a little hole right here to let, you know, moisture and air out, I guess, right here in the corner.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, like, to be fair, on the topic of masks, like,
oh fuck,
there's now a law in Britain that requires whenever you go to a shop that you have to wear a mask. Or any confined area, yes. Public area, that is. Like, if you go to somebody else's house, then whatever, who's going to enforce that? But yeah, whenever you're in a confined public area, you have to wear a mask. Unless you work in that area.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So fucked up.
Unless you go to one of the shops that have openly announced they won't be enforcing it.
Well, it's not the responsibility of shop workers to enforce the law.
Oh no! I
just as a start, but yeah. Like I don't have. But yeah, it's weird. I don't have to wear a mask when I'm at work, as long as I'm there to work. If I go to my place of work, which is a retail food shop, and buy food there, I have to wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But not if I'm on shift.
Which is the same as mine. We have all, though, agreed that we're going to wear them. But even if we weren't, if we then went on break and went on the floor to buy food, we then have to put one on for that.
See, here it's if you can stand more than 1.5 meters apart, you should do that. And if not, you should wear a mask. Doesn't matter if you're working, if you're not working, if you're doing whatever.
Even with the masks, we're still enforcing the whole social distancing thing.
Yeah, it's kind of, well, like if you go to the restaurant here, it's like you wear your mask to your table, you sit at your table, you can take your mask off, and then all the servers have to wear masks all the time. It's like everybody has to wear masks everywhere. But so where I vacationed when I was gone last week, right? Or a week before. where I vacationed, they actually made it a law. So they actually had their little vote area. It's a law. You have to wear masks like this. But most other states, like, the governor's just saying, everybody got to wear masks. It's like toothless. They actually can't force you. The really only thing that forces you is the businesses that say, hey, no shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service, right? So I don't really care. I look at it this way. I will either choose to wear a mask or I won't. And from a personal perspective, I just find it would be rude of me not to do that.
I tend to sort of err onto the thoughts and opinions of a guy called Jonathan Pye. If you don't know who that is, then you need to look him up on YouTube.
He's pretty great.
But he's pretty fucking awesome. But he's like solid on it.
Let me put it this way: Are you
Wear a
man
fucking
enough?
mask.
Are you man enough to protect those around you by wearing a goddamn mask? It's not that.
Well, I work from home, so
Exactly.
I'm not going to wear a mask at work. So. Actually, before we went on vacation, we took the antibody test because we were pretty sure we were all sick earlier and we probably had a thing, right? We haven't had it, so. Oh, by the way, we're at 2:00. And the Ty Zero, I don't know where Mittens is. I'm not babysitting him today, so I'm not really sure. But he should be on it for 2 hours.
Oh, we didn't get it.
Hours. So what should we do? One last thing? Roll around the room?
We didn't get a brisk mask pick. A brisk shower picture today.
I haven't even seen him in chat.
Did he even take a shower today? Does anybody know? I mean, do we have?
I don't know.
I don't. I
imagine
I
he
want
would.
to know if he hasn't.
Somebody call one of his staffers. We need a.
I'm not a member of his OnlyFans, so I don't know.
The brisk OnlyFans site
today.
Why did we invest in
to
create the
come under
OnlyFans?
campaign
I mean,
funds?
seriously, we could be multimillionaires by now. We're not that smart.
Because it doesn't work.
I don't know.
I would probably say it does work, considering of the fact that everybody really knows what OnlyFans is.
I mean, that's because it's become a meme, right? To the point that everyone seems to be trying it. Only a few are actually getting rich.
No, I mean the originator of the site, right? Those are the people getting rich.
Oh,
yeah, not that we would. No,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't this brain trust here come up with that idea? I'm a little disappointed in all of you. We could be rich.
Think about it, right? Like, could you imagine being the person who created it? How would you describe that to somebody?
Hey, you come into the bank, right? And like, hey, I got this great idea for this site. I hear.
It wasn't intended for that sort of content. So
they let it on there.
But you must have
anything
like
on there.
Hi, it makes them money. Of course, they're gonna let it on there.
I heard. Yeah. Now I don't know this for fact because I couldn't even tell you like a URL or anything, but I heard there's like a alternate, Twitch thing for female gamers who are happy to get naked while they play video games.
I thought that was OnlyFans.
Is it? No, I think there's another one, like a different one. But OnlyFans, I've never been to OnlyFans, guys. So I just know of it. So it's OnlyFans. That's what Screaming PC is saying. Okay, there you are. So Eric learns something every day, and remember, Eric's old and married, so I don't really do anything. So I don't have fun like you young folks. You gotta help me.
Eric works from home. Eric doesn't even leave his house.
Oh. a lot of
did leave
people
my
aren't
house to
having,
get-
that kind of fun because of
I did leave
Corona.
my house to
so-
get donuts this morning because Saturday is not keto day. But my
Yay.
favorite keto chip during the week is they have like a little cheese square where the cheese kind of stringy and hardened, and it's embedded with bacon because somebody can make that particular snack. All right, let's go around the horn and do
Damn.
the one last
Right.
thing. McLeod, you'll be first.
F's in chat for Intel. Lol.
F's in chat for Intel.
Jesus Christ. I wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, that's got its
Oh,
own
I
story.
don't know that story. What did I miss?
It's just basically Intel being terrible at everything
Yeah.
and continuing to be terrible at everything to the point where it's just
So-
like they lost 16% of their stock.
Oh, that
literally
Intel. Oh.
yesterday.
They,
It's gone 20.
I'm
Jesus.
thinking,
They had to-
in-game Intel. Okay.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
They openly admitted that their new process isn't going to be ready for another year on top of the delays.
Well, plus the fact
Right.
that they lost all the
Yeah.
Apple processors, right? So
Yeah.
Apple's going off on their own thing, right? That's one stock I do not invest in. So
Oh no, I've stayed away from it. I was just there yesterday, like I am fucking bad right now. It's 20% down.
wow.
It's like,
And ARM is a UK company. Yay!
Yeah.
For now.
owned by
Oh.
SoftBank.
Yeah. Soon
Yeah.
to be bought by Nvidia.
Apparently, yeah. That's,
Well, they've made inroads. Yeah, they made sort of some.
They
some
didn't make
movement.
enough because SoftBank paid like what 30 billion for it.
Mhm. And they want to sell
Yeah.
it off because it's not making enough. That said, that might get a different idea once Apple start doing their stuff because that is all ARM based.
Anyway, that was my one quick thing, which turned into not.
No, it's
so
just
quick
one
thing.
last thing. It doesn't
I know.
actually have to be quick. Yeah, we're not really
Oh, okay.
time constrained here. It's just whenever.
We don't say that when Caleb is around.
He's gonna like watch these and go like they all hate me. So let's go to you, Barghost. What the?
I don't quite know what to say. I mean,
Did I
without
steal your
really-
thunder there?
Yeah, you've already stole my thunder there. I want to say, come on, Tess, just give us more fights. Don't run away. But I mean, that's just too spinning.
I mean,
so-
you could say lol the Halo Infinite sort of world premiere was actually run on a PC.
yeah, I saw that. But no comment. But just
New comment.
like, what is it the last few days?
I haven't actually seen any of the Halo Infinite stuff just yet. Is it looking any
It
good?
looks really good.
Oh, that's
It
good.
looked okay. I think people were.
Run on PC.
Yeah, I
people
think
were
people
expecting
were.
it to be on an Xbox.
People were
Yes, because
expecting.
it's like a console thing.
That's
you know?
that's pretty funny,
Yeah.
given that most of the guys over at 343 who've been working on Halo in the past couple of years have basically all been working on the Halo Master Chief Collection release, which has actually been going really quickly. I'm you know what? Let's make this my one last thing. The Halo Master Chief Collection releases did not expect them to be that fast. Like they started releasing they released Halo Reach last November, and they've already made their way through to Halo 3. So those guys are actually doing really well with that. And
That's good.
just from a nostalgia point of view, I have really been enjoying playing through Halo games again. Like I didn't necessarily expect to enjoy it as much as I have, but Halo is as good as you remember it being.
Cool. Much fun, much fun. All right, let's. What?
You know what, Eric? Can I adjust my one last thing
Sure.
quickly? Are you able to put something up on
I
screen?
mean, I could.
Oh,
You
God.
mean, is that little thing you posted? Okay.
No. It's something slightly different.
You putting it in Discord.
Nope.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Okay, that has to go
Oh,
up
yeah.
on screen.
I don't know if the Americans or other Euros will get it. I don't know if this is a show that they have.
All right, here we go.
Bob the Builder.
We do.
There we go. That's a little bit
Nice.
That's a little bit sad. All right. Okay, there you go. So that was your one last thing, Bob the Builder, trying to fix Intel, not doing it.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'll have it.
So McLeod, did you do yours? You did yours. Vargas, are we down to Soth? Soth?
Yes, yes.
You able to talk? You okay?
Let me steer into a very different direction here.
Oh dear.
I was very surprised by EA this week,
Oh god.
because apparently they haven't fucked up the Command and Conquer remake. Which is like, how is that even possible?
I mean,
Say
so they did initially because they released a Command and Conquer like fucking mobile game, which didn't
Well,
look
yeah.
anything like mobile,
But
like Command
this
and
one-
Conquer.
This one,
Yeah.
they actually seem to be on point here. I mean, they got Petroglyph Games, which are a bunch of old Westworld developers, to do the remake, and they actually put some effort into it. So,
Can't
I
wait
mean,
to see.
sure, they will probably put like even more loot boxes in the next game they put out to make up for it. But on this one, I'm actually surprised.
Oh,
Well, that's
awesome.
good.
It's like a not re
It's a
kind of like it's a-
remaster.
remastering, yeah,
But
of Red
they-
Alert and stuff.
They pretty much remade everything, right? Every little sprite they made from scratch. Every little sound, all the music was done by the guy who made the music for the original games. So yeah,
I think they're kind of on a roll though, because I've heard a lot of talk about, and I know this is kind of changing it slightly. Sorry,
That's
Eric
okay.
and stuff, but the Star Wars Squadrons. Apparently, everyone who's been reviewing that is there like, holy shit, this is actually good, and they're not milking people from microtransactions.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's okay, but like, what is this? This isn't EA right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of hyped about.
This
Star
is
Wars Squadrons.
this is something like, okay, so I can absolutely fucking guarantee you that there will be a shitload of microtransactions and loot boxes and all that fucking bullshit from EA or in Squadrons. It's just they're doing this thing where essentially they release it without any of the fucking microtransactions, any of the fucking, you know, pay to win, pay to fucking all that loot box bullshit, right? They make sure that they don't release it with that, so that they can get all of the goodwill, all of the good kind of like reviews of people kind of going, oh, this is really good, and it doesn't have microtransaction stuff like out there and into the press and into sort of people's like, in front of people's eyes, right? And then afterwards they release a patch or a couple of patches, where they turn on all of the fucking microtransactions, all of the pay to win bullshit, all of the loot boxes, because then because then all of the reviews are out and all the reviews are saying it's great. That's how they've been doing it. They did that with a couple of titles already.
Yes, but they just put out Fallen Order, right? And it was a
Which
big
wasn't
hit.
in MTX. Yeah, I mean,
That there were no
If they say,
microtransactions. They didn't put them in afterwards. It was a big hit and made them good money. And maybe they are finally looking at this because other companies that are really, betting on the microtransactions and shit aren't doing too well. Like, look at 2K, look at Activision. They are in a bad place right now.
could you imagine it being EA that kills the microtransaction trend? I
Yes,
wouldn't
actually.
know what to say. I mean, don't get me wrong, Joe. I could
Ah.
see that they have the power to do it if they
I'd
want.
just say, McLeod was
If I have to pay,
Go ahead.
sorry,
No,
go
I
ahead.
know what I'd say. I just say McLeod was wrong about the microtransaction.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, if I have to pay fucking $30 for fucking Blue.
Blue?
Sorry, that's a callback to Angry Joe Shrek, by the way.
Thought you were going down old school, Blue, my boy Blue.
Nah.
I have to watch Old School. I need to watch it again. That's one you got to watch at least once a year, every year. It's like Caddyshack, right? You guys, you probably don't like Caddyshack. Really?
No,
Hold on, whoa.
never seen. Is it even a thing
What?
to see or listen
Seriously?
to or what?
Is it just like
You've never watched Caddyshack?
BFS?
It's a movie.
I don't know what it is.
So
Okay, so it's a movie. I've never seen it.
You know who Rodney Dangerfield is, right? Chevy
I've heard
Chase.
the name in
Back when he
passing.
was funny. Bill Murray. Bill Murray.
No. Oh yes, okay, yes, Bill Murray, of
the
course.
Groundhog. Not Groundhog
Groundhog
Day,
Day, yeah.
but the Groundhog in Caddyshack.
Oh, okay.
Bill Murray actually, I think, had 2 lines in Caddyshack, and then they started filming it, and then they just made his part giant. Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, who did not get along, surprisingly, is my understanding. Ted Knight, who is just an old school classic comedy guy. Rodney Dangerfield, who's just, I get no respect guy. Yep, I'm all right, Lackmore. Don't worry about me. If you guys haven't seen Caddyshack, it's an older movie at this point, right? So you're not going to get it in HD, right? But it's basically about all the stupid shit that goes around in a particular golf club, and Rodney Dangerfield's coming in, and he's got a big company that just buys up land like this and puts condos in it, right? And he's completely uncouth and doesn't get along with anybody. And Ted Knight's like the old school, I'm a guy, country club guy. We got to be proper and polite. And you got Chevy Chase, who we're not really sure what he does in life, but around his apartment is about, checks for tens of thousands of dollars. And then, of course, there's some really hot chicks and different things that go on. And the caddies and all the shit that goes on there. It's very funny. Yep, the turd in the the trust fund party boy. Okay, yeah, that's really what Chevy Chase is. He has a great. You guys know Lick Suck Drink. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, so you put a little salt on your on your hand right about here, and you have a lime.
Oh,
just
Yeah,
yeah,
lick, drink,
tequila,
suck.
though.
Lick, drink. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tequila
right?
Simon.
So, so Chevy Chase has a seed, and she and a girl he's with, she's all drunk, and she's trying to do this. He goes, "You're doing it wrong," and he puts the salt on, and then he snorts it, throws the tequila over his shoulder, and takes away the lime. So it's not really salt, right? Sort of blow, but yeah. So.
Snort the salt, drink the shot,
it over his shoulder.
then squeeze the lime into your eye.
Shoulder. While he was saying,
Oh,
"I
right.
was born to love you, I was born to rub you, I was born to lick your face, but you were born to rub me first," or something like that was the lines of the. It's a stupid little song, but it's funny. No, you gotta see it.
Right.
Yeah, it's followed by the. Yeah,
okay then.
This sounds like
It is
an
a
absolute
classic.
classic.
it is. At least in the U.S., it's funny. So
I love how our one last things just turned
Yeah,
into
well,
let's just keep the show
Well,
going.
so that movie
Very
and
on.
Old
Push
School
the
are two
Talk.
movies that I have to just watch every year because they are just I just laugh. I just laugh because of the stuff and what is it? Bill Murray talking about how he was caddying for the Dalai Lama one year. That was good too. John Landis, yes. Let Bill Murray pretty much improve throughout the whole movie. Yeah, he did. And I think that's where they formed. Bill Murray and John Landis formed their relationship too, about other stuff. But yeah. Oh yeah, and also all the plastic explosive bunnies and chipmunks and everything that are throughout the whole movie. So there's explosions. Improv. Yeah, that's right. He did improv. Like, literally, Bill Murray had 2 written lines in the entire movie. So, yeah. All right. So, actually, my one last thing was going to be, Soth, I hope you feel much better from your tooth pull. But somehow I degraded into talking about funny movies. So, all right. So, we will see everybody same time next week. We'll be here. And I'm sure, there'll probably be 2 or 3 more skirmishes we might have to talk about. I'm not sure how many. Maybe. All right.
Maybe.
All righty. We're out of here. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, audience. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. We all appreciate it. Everybody take care and, stay safe out there.